I'm Gordon, and today I'm riding a bicycle on probably my favorite trail, the Stinging Nettle Trail. There's some steep sand right there. But not just any bike. I'm riding my new to me Trek Powerfly 8 FS e-bike. And I did say new to me. It is a 2017 model. I bought it secondhand from Maplewood Cycles in Maplewood, Missouri, suburbs of St. Louis County. I got it for a really good deal, as these kind of bikes are very expensive and I cannot afford a new one. But not just am I riding a bike today. All right, ready? Pizza, pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. E-bikes are really heavy if you didn't know. So picking it up over something like that's not exactly easy. Okay. So anyway, I want to talk about pizza. Earlier this week, on Tuesday, to be exact, today is Friday. On Tuesday, I posted my most recent video, and it was me eating pizza, among other things, from Wally's gas station in Fenton. Uh-oh, pizza, pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. And that video went over pretty well. You could even say, it was even viral in my books. In the first 2 days, I had about 70 plus views, almost 80 views. And for somebody who created the channel just a couple months ago, and I have a whole whopping, all right, ready? Pizza, 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 pizza. I have a whole whopping 11 subscribers. I was still able to get 70 plus views on it already in just 2 days. I thought that was pretty good. And I did post, I'm trying to become smarter about all this. I posted the link in a Facebook group that I belong to about pizza. I'll put the link to that group in my description below. But anyway, so I really got to thinking about pizza. And just how fortunate those of us who live in St. Louis are. That we have such a large variety of good pizza. But anyhow, let's start at the beginning. So back when I was a wee lad, pizza was a big deal. If we were having pizza, that meant we were probably, our family was getting together with somebody else, some other family. And we were gonna go pick up pizza in Mobley at the Pizza House. Now, I didn't get to go on that trip too awful often, but I did a few times when I was a little kid. Usually it was the guys, the dads, or the guys, and not all everybody had kids. And I suspect there were more than a few bottles of beer consumed there and back. But that pizza to today is still one of my favorite pizzas. Now you can't get it anymore, at least not that I'm aware of. So the pizza house was run by a guy named Nettle. I don't know his last name. And it was, at the time, the pizza place in Mobley. And as I grew a little older, there became other places too. Pizza Hut came to town. And this little place called Pizza Works came to town. More about them later. And of course, if you went to Columbia, Missouri, there was Ken's Pizza, and there was G&D Pizza, I believe. I wasn't really in the know back then as a youngster, so I unfortunately don't have early memories of G&D, and I don't know about Tony's Pizza Palace, but I'm sure it was probably there too. And of course, Shakespeare's may have been there also. But unfortunately for me, my childhood was somewhat sheltered as far as the pizza went. And I knew the Pizza House in Mobley, Ken's Pizza in Columbia, Pizza Hut in Mobley, and then of course Pizza Works. But I will always and forever remember the Pizza House, and then what followed later is Merrill's Pizza. And up until maybe a year ago, he was still making pizzas, and he would freeze them for people. He'd make a bunch of them and freeze them and sell them 2 or 3 times a year. And I always got a couple. But again, I think he might be finally retired now. I don't know. So anyhow, I started liking pizza at a very young age. Of course, like I said, Merrill's Pizza will always be probably one of my favorites. Not the kind of thing, his pizza was his very own style. It was really good. Now as a kid, at that point then, I loved even frozen pizza, you know, because kids don't necessarily have a huge, they may not be very discerning when it comes to good pizza or average pizza. And to this day, I still really like Tombstone frozen pizza, because I ate a lot of that when I was a young man, a youngster. Pre-driving. Once I was old enough to get my license and have a car, I actually got a job at the pizza place, at Pizza Works in Mobley. I was a delivery guy for a long time. I was what they called a crew chief, and I made pizzas and everything else. As a delivery boy, we would help grind the cheese and make the sauce, help make the dough. If we weren't delivering, we would do all those things. Chop onions. They didn't let us slice the Canadian bacon, though. That was a job that only the crew chief or the manager did, because you had to slice that Canadian bacon thin. It was expensive, so you had to get it thin. And even to this day, I worked there throughout high school. I love Pizza Works pizza too. So there's 3 pizzas, right? Kind of my first, the Pizza House, Merrill's Pizza. You know, the frozen pizza my mom would bring home. I ate a lot of Tombstone pizza. I ate other kinds too, but I think Tombstone stands out as the better of all of the ones I had. And that's the one today, if I was gonna go get frozen pizza, I might very well get a Tombstone. So I worked at that Pizza Works for a long time. And before I left, the owners were kind of like, hey, what are you gonna do when you get out of high school? You wanna hang out, make pizza? I thought about it, but working in a pizza restaurant is hard work. I'm telling you, it's hard work. And I think I had had enough of it. I had learned that you have to have a true love of the art of making pizza to really want to make a career of that. I don't think I had that true love as far as the art of making pizza went. Now, eating pizza, yeah, now it was okay. I still retain that trait about loving to eat pizza. All right, we're gonna have, this is the spot I broke my wrist years ago. Look where you're going, not where you want to go, where you don't. Pizza, 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 pizza. Okay. So, I made it through high school. I'm done working at the pizza place. And then, I would still say my pizza consuming insight was still very sheltered. So then I moved to St. Louis in 1987. And let me tell you, St. Louis, pizza's different. And when you come from somewhere not here, the first time you get St. Louis style pizza, you know, slash Emo's pizza, you're kind of like, what? What is this? Oh my God. And I'll tell you, when I was first moved here, I would probably avoid St. Louis style pizza. I would have probably rather had any of those takeouts, Domino's or whatever, you know. I think there was Domino's here at that time. As I have matured, my taste in pizza has matured, and I would even go as far as to say I would buy an Emo's pizza occasionally, and they're pretty good. So anyway, I'm living in St. Louis. I'm starting to learn about the broader world that is pizza. And some might say that I became obsessed with pizza a little bit. And if you were to look at my belly, you might agree. I had become obsessed with pizza. I ate more pizza than I rode bicycles. And unfortunately, that still hangs around for a while. Hard to get rid of that, more pizza than bicycles. So, we moved here in 87, and I think probably I don't know when exactly the internet boom started, but I know I had AOL. You got mail. Back in the early 90s. And then at some point, I want to say like in the early 2000s, so 20 years ago or so, you know, we started getting the internet we know today. And of course, being that, you know, okay, we're gonna have a little pizza here. Oh, pedal, pizza. Okay, so let me stop here for a second. We're gonna get a little shot of the new sickle. Ooh, and then I'll continue. Don't let me forget, we're sort of in the 90s, or not the 90s, the 2000s. Yeah, there we go. That's the new bike. And again, it's new to me. It's a used bike. I think it had 600 miles. I can't remember now if it was 12 charge cycles on the battery or if it was 60. But either way, these bikes and the batteries themselves are good for minimum 1,000 cycles. So I got a lot of charging I can put in it yet. It's a pretty well spec bike. The Powerfly nowadays is their quote budget friendly e-bikes for mountain biking. But I say that lightly, budget. Okay. It is my first full suspension bike and my first e-bike, both. I have had at least one other Trek bicycle before, but nothing quite this fancy. Okay, let's continue. We're moving along good. All right, so we're in the early 2000s. The internet is becoming more of what we know today. Google is there, right? YouTube, I think, is around, but you know, it's an oddity thing, you know, because it's hard to get your videos onto YouTube back then, or at least of any quality. But what's really popular is bloggers. So I created a blog about pizza. And you can still look at it. It's out there. It's still alive. Every year I pay for the name. Pizzafiles.com. Look it up. Actually, I'll put the link in the description below for that too. I don't know how long I did Pizza Files, but I did it for a couple years. And I ate a lot of pizza. So back at that time, my wife and my daughter would travel overseas every summer. And so I was home alone for 2.5 to 3 months every summer. And I used that time to gorge myself on pizza. And I ate a lot of good pizza. And what's interesting is, as much good pizza in as many different places I went to, mostly here in St. Louis, some elsewhere, even New Mexico and places like that whenever I travel somewhere. As much good pizza as I had during those summers of eating lots and lots of pizza. You look at the website, you'll see I ate a lot of pizzas. I did not even begin to get all the different places around here. There's so many places I've never been to that were there then and were good. I just didn't know about it. And today, there are so many good pizza places in St. Louis. It is just unreal. And I feel fortunate that I live in St. Louis and I can try so many different kinds of pizza, and that we're in the internet age where you can find those places if you work at it. It doesn't just fall in your lap. But myself, I am a Google Maps person. I love maps. I've always loved maps. See, that's another one I have. I have just road maps. I have boxes of them. I love maps. But on the internet, you can just pick a little town and you can just go to town looking at all the different, searching pizza and restaurants and just looking in general. And pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. All right, we're train spotting also, although we can train here, but we can't spot. But we have so many good places to eat pizza in St. Louis. And I'm going to tell you, I like a lot of, I don't know that there's any that I don't like, that I've eaten at. I certainly like some places better than others. Back when I was doing the pizza blog back in the early 2000s, my rating system was something along this line. The lowest rating was, if somebody else is buying, I'll eat it. don't think that's such a bad rating, right? I'm not gonna turn it down. I love pizza. And like I said, when I was first doing that, I still hadn't really learned to love St. Louis pizza. I liked it. I would say to this day, it's not necessarily my favorite, but I certainly will not turn a slice down. And I even buy it on occasion too. The only thing I did find while I was doing that blog was when I found a place that I really loved, it was like the death knell. I don't know what it was. I would write glowing reviews. I would go back again and write another review. There's one in St. Peter's, this place in St. Peter's at Mexico Road in Mid Rivers Mall. Oh my God, I love that place. It was so good. And I wrote about it, and the owner, he found my reviews on the blog. He found the blog and reviews, and he figured out who I was when I went in and ordered pizza. That place, I loved that. It was, so this was back around 2008, 2009. I think that was when the housing crisis was about to drop, and for whatever reason, he was pretty busy. His product was amazing, and then something happened. That's how it goes, right? Something happened, and I'm assuming something financial, and he had to sell it, and I don't know that he ever had a buyer. And I say it was a good, he had amazing pizza. I just really loved that place. And then it was gone. I found several more places that I really liked, and every once in a while the same thing would happen. So after those couple times, I've been hesitant to declare I have a favorite. Not that I bring bad luck to pizza place, I sure hope not. But back to the thing, so back to my story. So many places to eat pizza. I had barely reached the tip of the iceberg, So I found this Facebook group, Pizza Connoisseurs of St. Louis, recently, some months ago. I joined it, and there's so many places that they talk about on there that I had never heard of before. And I think they've been around a while, but they're just places I'd never heard of. They're different, places I didn't frequent, and unless you were really looking, you wouldn't necessarily know about them. There's places they talk about that are no longer there that I do remember, and I really liked. That have disappeared recently. I think one of them was Ferraro's. That was a recent one that they talked about, and I think that was one that was in South County, and also in maybe Soulard, I think. But I really liked that pizza place too. So anyway, the other thing, what I find interesting is that there's a lot of people that want to complain about the pizza on there, right? I don't know. I'm always a little confused about that. So in my book of pizza, I don't have any interest in talking about or writing about some places I really don't like. And in today's world, especially the digital world, it doesn't matter what kind of publicity you get. Bad publicity, good publicity, doesn't matter. You're still getting your word out. You're getting your name out there. And if you really didn't like something, and they're really bad, I wouldn't bother to complain about it. You're just blowing hot air. As bad as you may hate it, there's 100 people that think it's the best place in the world. For whatever reason, And you're just convincing those people how good it is. And if someplace is really bad, it doesn't take very long at all for people to find out, and it goes its way. Probably doesn't need any help. I know there was a story written, I just happened to see it in the St. Louis Today, I guess it's the newspaper too, and they really slammed a restaurant that's kind of new in Creve Coeur. And you know, he's a food critic and he gets paid for that, and he has the newspaper to back him up with it. You know, if the place wants to sue him, he can sue him. But you know, as us little people, it's just not worth it. You know, if it's a bad place, people will figure it out. That's my way of thinking. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I think. And plus, it's just the negativity you have to draw from to do that. It's just, ugh. I'd rather think about all those places I love versus going on about someplace I really didn't like for some reason. And again, I don't recall having ever found a place I just really hated. Again, some pizza I like better than others. One of the more controversial pizza places, was Pie. I don't know if they're still around. I know the one, they had a little to-go shop out here, kind of close where I live in Chesterfield. It's gone. They had one on Manchester Road in Kirkwood, and it's gone. Then they moved down the road a little ways closer to Rock Hill, maybe. And they moved in and they had a pie pizza and a taco place. Well, that place is gone. So I don't know if they still have the one down in on Del Mar or not. And I had really wanted to try it. I'd heard they had Chicago style pizza. And I finally got a group to go. And it was okay. It didn't live up to the hype, I didn't think, but it was okay. I didn't, you know. That was back when I was doing my pizza blog. I would have probably filed that under if somebody else is buying. The deep dish was just not what I was really expecting. That is the one thing I'll say is that I believe there probably are some places in St. Louis that can do a Chicago deep dish pizza. There's a lot of places that say they can do a Chicago deep style pizza, but that's not exactly what they're doing. But then again, Chicago does eat a lot of thin crust pizza too, which we don't ever talk about. So back to my story. You know, the pizza haters, I don't know, I don't get it. It's not for me. If you gotta hate on it, you gotta hate on it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, which way are we gonna go? Let's go up this way. Pizza, 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 pizza. Okay, we made it. Okay. So anyway, I posted that video this week about Wally's, and I had seen people kind of complain about Wally's on the, a couple people said, oh, you know, I didn't think it was very good. I don't know if they went on a bad day. And Wally's is a gas station. It's not a long traditional family pizza restaurant. It's a gas station at the end of the day. And surely they have consulted on their pizza making recipes and such, because I'm not a food critic, but I do love pizza, and their pizza was damn good. It was really good. I just couldn't believe how good it was. Anyway, that's just my thought on it. So I posted that video, and I got a pretty good response from it. And all I can think about since then is pizza. Hence, me riding a bike, running at the mouth about pizza. Holy cow, what's wrong with me? So if you can only imagine how hungry I am making myself by doing this. So if my plan goes, if all goes according to plan, big deal. If all goes according to plan, I will have pizza for dinner tonight. And not the pizza you think. We'll just have to wait and see. I will show you when I get it. And I know lots of people are gonna go, oh my God, you can eat that? Yeah, I wanna eat it. Let's go this way. I love all these little trails out here. Castlewood West, I don't know, that's what I call it. Sherman Beach, Castlewood West. All these little trails, I love these. You can see, not many people ride them. I like them. But we're just so fortunate to have all these great pizza places. There's so many places I have learned of just recently from this website, from the Facebook group. It's crazy. So my plan for my next video recording is pizza. Now it'll be a couple weeks down the road before it actually gets aired. Anywhere from, I think I'm at 3 weeks right now before it would get aired. Maybe a little, maybe 3 weeks I think before it'd be on the air. Before it'd be air, before it'd drop on YouTube. And my dilemma, as today is Friday afternoon and I have to decide what I'm doing really tonight so I can be prepared, is where am I going to get pizza from? Do I go someplace that I have been and I know that I love? Or do I take a chance and go someplace new and get pizza? And I will tell you, I'm thinking I'm going to go someplace new, and not even someplace I've read about on that Facebook group. It's just one I kind of found on my own, as I'm always searching for new places on the Google Maps. Pizza, 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 pizza. All right, this is a big hill here. I got to be careful what I'm doing here. All right, you ready? This looks like nothing on the GoPro. Whoa, it's steep. Okay. You gotta be careful with the tree falling. You gotta get the seat kind of right because there's a big hill. I gotta get up here. So, do I go someplace I know and like? Do I take a chance to go someplace new? Such a hard decision. You know, if you go someplace you like, it's like, you know you're gonna have good pizza. And it's gonna be so good. All right, here's this hill. I gotta really, go. No way, I did it. You see that? Holy shit. Okay, so that's the difference in an e-bike. I've never cleared that. You still take my breath away. I did that the other day on this bike, and I got mostly of it, but I did not get all the way up it. I had a foot down. Today, I made it up there. Me and the e-bike talking about pizza. Pizza motivates you. All right. So, that's kind of it. As this is me rambling on about the pizza, I'll throw some pictures up of pizzas that I've loved. I've loved a lot of pizza. Just ask my belly. He said, oh, there's a deer. My belly says, put that pizza in me. Put that pizza in my belly. I'm not gonna go on this sketchy bridge. Okay. All right, we have gone 11 miles. We've been at it an hour. I started at my house and rode from my house to the park. My bike says I got 28 miles left in it. I know I got at least 5 miles home from Sherman Beach, I think. Whew. So what's my next loop gonna be? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Could be that. Let's do something a little differently. All right. So anyway, if you watch this, thank you. You just know my superfood is pizza. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some tacos. Oh man, do I love tacos. Next week, next Tuesday, oh, a taco video. And there'll be some mighty fine tacos. You've got to watch that. Tuesday. Because I'm sure this is going to be out before Tuesday. This should be a pretty easy edit. Those tacos are so good. Okay. If you've made it this far into this video of me rambling on about pizza, riding a bike, hopefully you enjoyed my slideshow of pizza pictures, which I will hopefully annotate to where they came from. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you for watching. Check back again very soon when maybe I'm riding a bike, maybe I'm train spotting, or maybe I'm making questionable eating decisions, which is the most likely thing that's going to happen. But you know, if I'm doing that, it'll be tasty. All right. And I said I love tacos. I love a lot of food. I love way too much food. I love them pizzas. I love them tacos. I love a good fast food cheeseburger. I love me some katsudon, katsu sando. I love sushi. I love pad thai. I love fried rice. Let's go this way. We don't go this way driving. I love me some homemade stuffed cabbage rolls, unstuffed. Yes, and I make that. It's really good. I love me some homemade goulash. Now, it may not be your recipe, but I like it though. I love to make homemade pizza. I'll show you a picture of homemade pizza I made too. It's pretty impressive for, well, I did work at a pizza place once, but it was way better than, way more advanced than that. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Pizza, 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 pizza. Alright, so let's name off some of my favorite places. Favorite pizza places that are currently in operation. So, Pizza Works, that's an early one from when I worked there. I worked there for several years and I ate pizza there all the time when I worked there. I Still love it. So that's in Moberly, Missouri. That's kind of where I grew up at. And let's go to Columbia. That's kind of down the road a little ways. Columbia took me later on in my, as I got older and had moved away, then I really discovered G&D Pizza. Now there's a G&D Steakhouse, and there's G&D Pizzeria and Steakhouse. Now, I had eaten at the G&D Steakhouse, and it was next to Kmart. I mean, if you guys are from back home, you probably know where that was. And I think it's still there. But G&D Pizzeria and Steakhouse was just down the road a little ways. And I didn't really know about that place that much until I had moved away and had gotten some more adulting done. And man, that place has got good pizza. So I would say that their pizza is a bit more of the, some would call it a Greek style. And I think the family that owns it is of Greek heritage. It's a place where typically your ingredients are under the cheese. So the cheese is on top. The pizzas are almost always cooked in a pan, and sometimes they're finished off on the oven floor. Pizza Works was similar to that. We rolled the pizzas out, put it on a pizza pan, a seasoned pizza pan, not necessarily oil, but a seasoned pizza pan. And then after I found out about G&D Pizza, then I found out about Tony's Pizza Palace, which is in downtown Columbia. And it's again kind of the same thing. So you get a little, there's kind of a trend going on there, right? The Greek pizza, Colombian Greek pizza. And it's the same thing. It's the cooked in a pan, ingredients under the cheese, and both G&D and Tony's, they'll, if I remember correctly, they put, let's say you get a pepperoni pizza, there'll be one pepperoni on top of the pizza so that you know what's in the pizza. And if you get like a half and half, there'll be a pizza, one pepperoni on one side, and there'll be whatever the other one was. Say you got sausage or something, there'll be a little sausage on the other side of the top of the pizza in the middle. It's very interesting. All right, so we got Moberly, we got Columbia. So you move on down to St. Louis. Well, St. Louis, oh my gosh. One of the places I like a lot is East Coast Pizza in Chesterfield Valley. They don't claim to be, I don't think they claim to be New York pizza per se, but they do have kind of the, I guess it might be similar to New York pizza, I don't know, but it's just really good pizza though. And then I really like St. Louis style pizza, if you will, the crust, but with some mozzarella cheese on it. There's a few places that will do that. I really like it that way, probably better than with the St. Louis cheese, but that's okay. I can get either way. Let's go one more little loop and then we'll start heading for home. I have had good experience at Frank and Helen's. I haven't been there in a while. Frank and Helen's is one of those been around for ages and ages and ages. It's gone through several different ownerships. To my knowledge, they still make it the same way. It's on, I believe it's on Olive Street, and it is east of 170. I recently went to Montebello's, which apparently has been around a long, long time also. It's in South City, South County. I enjoyed their pizza, honestly. I really have in the past, I really liked a place called Ario's in St. Peter's. They had really good pizza. There's also a place called Ario's. I don't want to say it's Overland, but that's not quite right. It's over by the airport. And I've had pizza there a couple times. It was really good. It's another place been there a long time. And another place, you guys are gonna kill me. So just like Wally's had, that pizza was really good. I really like that pizza. But you know, and you qualify that's gas station pizza. It's so good for gas station pizza. It's good just as pizza. So the other place I had pizza recently from, and it's good pizza. Now, it's better day of. I don't think it works as well as leftovers, but it's better at the day of. And that's Little Caesars. I like their pizza, I'm sorry. Plain pepperoni pizza. Pretty darn good. And you qualify it, right? Now, I got the pizza for $3 plus tax because I got T-Mobile phone and they had a special. I think it's normally $6 or something like that, $6 or $7. $7 for a whole pizza. That's pretty darn good. And I had pizza from Sarah's Pizza Place not too long ago, and that was really good pizza. Kind of again, it's a place that's been around for a long, long time. And you know, I name those places off. There's still so many great places in St. Louis that I have never tried. And I can't eat pizza all the time, but St. Louis is a good place if you want to eat pizza and you want to eat something different every time. It's a good place to be. All right. Have I not rambled on long enough? I probably got about almost an hour's worth of rambling. So, that's it for now. I got a good 5 or 6 miles to get home. Put me a 20-mile ride. Oh, and maybe I'll show you if I eat pizza when I get home. I'll show you. Anyway, that's it. Hasta la vista. Pizza, 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 pizza.